We've talked about many mathematicians in our series. We talked about Euler and we talked about John Nash. It is about time we talk about a female mathematician. However, this incredible woman that we chose for today's video is a mathematician in the most unconventional sense. Today, we'll be talking about Margaret Hamilton. Margaret is an American computer scientist and worked as a systems engineer for NASA. Hamilton was the director of the software engineering department at MIT Instrumentation Lab that developed the onboard software for the Apollo program in the 60s. Hamilton was born on August 17, 1936 in Paoli, Indiana. She studied mathematics at the University of Michigan, where she earned her BA in maths. In 1959, she began her work at the meteorology department at MIT, where she developed software for predicting weather patterns. Hamilton began her Apollo work by joining the Charles Stark Draper Lab at MIT. Her team was responsible for developing in-flight software. She also worked on development of system software which included error detection and recovery procedures. This required advanced math algorithms. Just prior to the landing of the astronauts, the software system's priority display was interrupted when an alarm was triggered stating that the computer had overloaded. But the code was so sound and well developed that the computer was compensating for the problem by itself and re-establishing highest priority tasks. The error detection and recovery mechanisms had worked perfectly, and the astronauts were able to successfully land on the moon. This showed just how efficient the code developed by her team was. Margaret has spent her whole life fighting for gender equality in the STEM fields. In a recent interview, when asked if programming was a women's work, Margaret replied that it was never considered to be a women's job, in spite of the fact that human computers who did all calculation by hand were all women. On the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, Google set out to shine a light on Margaret's influence on Apollo and on the field of software engineering itself. The tribute was created by positioning over 107,000 mirrors at the Ipanva solar facility in the Mojave Desert to reflect the light of the moon. The result was a 1.4 square mile portrait of Margaret. Margaret Hamilton is and always will be an inspiration to people all over the world.